Hi Mary, the executive team was thrilled with the result of the Kaizen event. Tell me, how have the teams been doing on our other problem-solving efforts?
3 weeks ago we launched several problem-solving teams. Each of the team leaders are being coached through the process. For now, our consultant is doing the coaching. Eventually, we'll be doing that internally.
Can you refresh my memory again about the problem-solving process?
Glad you asked. I've written the 8-step Toyota problem-solving process on your whiteboard. Sometimes this process is referred to as Toyota Business Practices or A3 problem-solving. Similar to any good problem-solving process based on plan, do, check, act, it begins with defining the problem and breaking it down. This is where the team takes the original target from the value stream mapping activity we did a few weeks ago and does some observation and data gathering to clarify the problem and break it down into components so that we could focus on what's most important. We refine the target condition. And then we investigate and identify the root cause or causes. In other words, we determine which are the key causes or factors that result in the problem at hand. We then brainstorm and select countermeasures to directly address the root cause or causes. We then test and implement our countermeasures. As we implement, we check the impact, adjust as needed, and finally standardize and spread to other areas if appropriate.
That's it. You've put it so eloquently. Now, how does improvement and coaching Kata work in conjunction with the problem-solving process?
Great question. The improvement Kata was first written about in Mike Rother's groundbreaking book, Toyota Kata. This methodology centers around the use of 5 key questions that a coach or mentor would be utilizing with a mentee or learner. Let's go through them. 1. What is the target condition? 2. What is the actual condition now? 3. What obstacles do you think are preventing you from reaching the target condition? Which one are you addressing now? 4. What is your next step? This is your next PDCA experiment. What do you expect to happen or learn from taking this step? 5. When can we go and see what we have learned from taking that step? Each day, the learner, aka the person leading the problem-solving effort, will take a step by experimenting and documenting what he or she has learned from this. A coach, usually a direct supervisor, would utilize the 5 questions to coach his student in solving a problem. As this approach is used over and over again, the problem-solving method becomes second nature to the student. Eventually, he or she can coach others.
So, as our teams work through the problem-solving process, the leaders will be having daily one-on-one meetings with a coach?
Exactly. But, instead of talking about it, let's see it in action. We've videotaped one of the sessions. Let's watch it together.
Let's start by reminding ourselves of the challenge and the target condition you're trying to reach.
Our challenge is to be able to reduce our overall rework by 70% over the next year. Our next target condition for this team is to reduce rework at our welding station to less than 1%, and our goal is to do that by the end of this month.
Great. So, what is the actual condition now?
Right now, we are at 3% rework at the welding station. This is costing us well over $5,000 per week.
Okay, that's great. What are your obstacles, and which one are you addressing now?
We have our obstacles identified on this fishbone diagram, and we're currently working on investigating the inconsistencies between different shifts.
Excellent. What is your next step, and what do you expect to happen or learn from taking that step?
Well, we have created a consistent standard process based on first shift, which has the lowest rework. We are going to have each shift follow this standard work, and then we are going to compare the rework rate with the recent data. We expect to learn how significant consistency between the shifts is in determining rework rates.
Great. When can we expect to go and see what you've learned from taking this step?
Normally, I'd say tomorrow, but in this case, I think Friday would make more sense. Let's meet again on Friday to discuss the results and learning from this experiment.
Sounds great. Joey, you and your team have been doing some excellent work.
That was awesome.